This is Freeloaders. I'm 3T.
And I'm Mike Papa Foxtrot.
Freeloaders is a regular look at what is or has been free to download from the PlayStation Network. We download the games and give them a play to see if they're worth the download, bandwidth, and time.
This time, we're looking at Friday the 13th, the game, which is a semi-open world, third-person, asymmetric, multiplayer survival horror game set in the 1980s, around the fictional Camp Crystal Lake from the Friday the 13th movie franchise. It was released digitally on May the 26th, 2017, and on October the 13th, 2017 as a physical release for Microsoft Windows, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. And these are our first impressions.
Now,
so,
Mike, before we press X, could you just give me a rundown again of what type of game this is? Because it seems to be a bit of everything. Go again.
Okay, well, third person, asymmetric... Sorry, hang on, no, wind back. Semi-open world, third person, asymmetric, multiplayer, survival horror game.
Okay, so everything then. Okay.
Well, no, I mean, I just like the fact that it's a semi-open world.
Yeah, what is a semi-open world?
Well, that caught me. I mean, the third person we obviously know, and the asymmetric multiplayer did get us interested. It makes us think it's a little bit like Fox and the Hounds or something like that.
Any multiplayer option is going to make me pleased. So we'll go.
Well, if it's there, if we can find it. I mean, we are notoriously inept at finding the online, or
as long as you don't
picking
have to,
a game that's got one.
As long as you don't have to play 5 hours of the campaign, find Camp Crystal Lake's special multiplayer hut, and then do a deal with the devil so you don't die, so you can actually go into the multiplayer hut.
But bear in mind, you can't leave Camp Crystal because then you'll melt and die.
Yeah.
But there might be a football game somewhere on there. I'm having flashbacks. Are you?
It could be anything. Shall we move on and see what this game has in store for us?
Well, I was going to ask first. I was going to say, what do you know about Friday the 13th yourself? What are you expecting in this game?
I'm expecting a semi-open world. I am expecting it to be. I don't know if we play as Jason or whether we're trying to evade Jason, but I'm expecting there to be some stalking. And some stabbing and some chopping and probably a lot of gore. But beyond that, I don't know. I mean, it would be a bit wrong to be playing as Jason, I guess. If they're calling it a survival horror game, I assume we are playing one of his hapless victims. I don't like looking at this screen. I keep making eye contact with him, and because of the hockey mask, it's sort of more realistic than it should be. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've not actually ever really got into the Friday the 13th movie franchise, and I always confuse it with Nightmare on Elm Street. So I don't really know what I'm expecting. But if you're ready, shall we push X?
Let's press X on your mark, sir.
Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Pressing X.
Signing in. Oh dear.
Oh, here we go. Now we're going to have to go through the end user license agreements, no doubt.
No, I got, and you will have got as well, the little save icon, which is like an 80s floppy disk. And one thing we haven't mentioned is that it does embrace its 80s roots, or 70s or 80s roots. I'm not sure when Friday the 13th originally came out. But the opening logos with the ratty VHS style filter on it is actually a thing of beauty. So give it some extra points for style there.
Oh yeah, it's actually really nice. I'm just invert controller look. Yes, I found that while you were talking. I just did that. Everything else I've left the way it is. I might just tweak the master volume down slightly.
Oh, that's probably not a bad idea. Something I'm noticing on the front screen straight away. I nearly pointed at my screen then, but triangle is create party, which instantly tells me multiplayer might be slightly easier to set up. But I guess we want to look at offline play. We've got private match, we've got quick play. Do we jump straight into a multiplayer? What do you want to do?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is select in the menu mute copyrighted music in the audio settings, just to make life a lot easier.
Oh, really?
Yes, there is an option in the audio settings for that.
That's brilliant.
The first thing I did was what I jumped into the settings to change, obviously, my input settings. I started at controller mapping, and then I went up to game settings, input settings, and then as I was tweaking the audio, I noticed the copyright music.
Well, I'll leave mine on because you can always mute me entirely if you need to, so just in case it does record. Although Mafia 3 just decided it didn't exist, which was good, wasn't it?
No, it was just maybe there's an option and we just didn't look for it. So what's the plan? I mean,
we've got a how to play.
Quick play.
Should we have a look at how to play to see what that says?
Let's have a look at how to play. Let's hope it's not just like a manual. Let's click on it and see what it is.
Oh, lots of different Jasons, counsellors, or challenges.
No.
Huh.
Let's start with Jason, shall we? See what that is. Let's. Oh, it's a
straightforward. Manual. As Jason, your goal is to hunt down and kill all the counsellors present on the map. I won't read it all out, actually, because people could pause if they really want to read that. But basically, be Jason, kill everybody you can find. Multiple abilities and tools. You can morph around the map, so he is properly supernatural then, Jason. I don't really know much about the films, like you said. I'm not particularly a slasher fan. Ooh, okay. There's a map of the camp, so that's the semi-open world. I guess what they mean is it's not a city, it's a campsite, so...
Yeah, basically there's an invisible boundary around, or a hedge. I mean, I suppose it's a little bit like an arena style, well, Call of Duty, I guess, that kind of thing. Well, any kind of thing.
Oh, look at that. Right. We've got stalk ability. Jason's stalk will give Jason a chance at sneaking up on unsuspecting prey. Upon activation, Jason will not only be able to mute his proximity music, I just like that he's got proximity music, but his ability to hear counsellors will be intensified for a short duration. Yeah, I wonder what powers the counsellors have got. Because Jason seems immortal and unkillable.
Rage for Jason is the ultimate ability. Upon automatic activation, Jason's abilities are heightened significantly, bursting through doors, walls, and scattered throughout the camp. So basically, he can go anywhere he likes and do what he wants. Nice. Okay.
Well, maybe this is all multiplayer.
If we can just, I mean, I'm quite happy with Fox and the Hound with you, but this is quite nice. It's nice just to see what the game is. I quite like this. This is the tutorial. This is a tutorial at your own speed, and I like that. Well, I assume it is anyway. So
I think we should just jump into it, though. Oh, there's some really short shorts there on this lady on stamina and inventory.
I'm just reading really quickly. I'm just flicking through and reading. Oh, he's got a lovely selection of plates. Wow, what a lovely selection of plates in that lovely log cabin. Traditional, proper log cabin as well. Oh, yeah, I found the short shorts. Yes, okay.
Well, I'm going to come out of this.
They've got, well, in a couple of things later, there's even shorter shorts.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to pull back. Maybe we should create a party and join up, because I get the feeling that that offline play is not going to be particularly good. I don't think it's going to be something, and we can always look into that in the week that we play this before we record again.
Yeah, I like that. So, what do you want? You want to try private match then?
Do we need to create a party first? Let's see what private match does.
Let's create a party. I've hit create a party, so while you look at private match, I'm creating a party.
Yeah, because if you get the chance to invite me, then that will happen.
So far, the only thing that's happened is that it's prioritised the chat, invite to party.
I have a lobby, I have a private match, and I have an invite button.
Oh well, let's try that then. That way, I don't have to. That way I don't have to do anything.
I assume my video hides all this friend list stuff, so that's fine.
I think so. Yeah, I think it stops recording while it does that. So,
invite you. I wonder what the minimum number of people is required for a party. Hopefully, you've just had an invite.
Yeah, I've got to work out how to accept that though, which is always fun. Yeah, which means I got to drop out of the game.
You can turn rain on and off. I like that. The map is random. Oh no, you can change the map with R1. You've got Pinehurst, Jarvis House, Packanack Small, Crystal Lake Small. I mean, classic Crystal Lake is probably what people would want to see if they're Friday the 13th fans. I mean, it means nothing to me really. I know the name. I mean, have you watched any of the films at all, or seen any of them?
I think I've seen them. I mean, you know, but I confused them with Nightmare on Elm Street. Apparently, because I'm in a party, I can't join you, so you might have to send another invite.
All right, I'll do that again. I've got the option to assign killer. But look, if it will only let 2 of us play, then that'll be good if we can take it in turns, I suppose. Right, you should have another invite.
Yeah. All right, let's try this then. Let's push this button.
If it needs to be 3, we can always invite a rando in, but...
A rando. Oh, something's happening. Something's loading. That's nice.
Your name has appeared on my screen, and you are there. So I can. What can I do? I can assign.
I'm readied up.
So I guess I just press options then. Oh, right.
I guess.
So I think I'm the killer. Good luck to you.
It looks like you got a hockey mask. Rain off. Excellent. That's good. This is nice. This is a nice, easy multiplayer.
Well, instinctive too, which is good. Triangle tends to be a social button, so that's not breaking the mold at all. Okay, so menu, invite, waiting for players. Mike Papa Foxtrot left. Mike Papa Foxtrot joined. Match starting in 3. Good luck to you. Oh, okay. There's story stuff happening. That's good.
That's nice.
Apparently Jason is a shark.
And it was 1979, which is interesting.
So what did he need to do? She tripped and fell on her own shears.
I'm glad I turned my audio down because that was very loud.
That is loud. Right, so I have...
Was that real?
Oh, I have Jason's mother's voice in my ears telling me to make them pay for what they did to us. I have no idea what these things do.
Turns out the audio settings went back to where they were, so that's why it was loud. So I'm just turning it down again. I'm also just disabling copyrighted music as well.
So I have the option to morph. I can go anywhere I want on the map, which is very interesting.
And I'm just changing the input settings because it turns out that... Okay, now that's better.
I'm a little bit more frightened at being Jason because I heard somebody randomly scream then, and I don't know if it's you, but I'm chasing them down.
Yeah, it was because your icon appeared fairly close to me. Unfortunately,
you have the speed advantage.
I don't have any weapons. Yeah, well, not for much longer, because...
He feels like he shouldn't be able to run, but I imagine he must run in the in the film. Zzz.
Why can't I just steal this car and run you down?
Maybe you can. Try it. Take your time.
I don't know. Well, you're going to kill me. I'm going to die.
Not necessarily. I am shit at being Jason.
Well, I can't work out what to do, to be honest. And now you've hurt me, I'm really running very slowly. So, yep. And running in circles is not a good idea because...
What other buttons have I got?
I'm just gonna look you in. I'm just gonna look you in the eye and let you kill me.
Aww. Trophy earned. First blood.
Trophy earned. He's back.
Right. Headphones.
Trophy earned. Summer camp.
Headphones are horrible when you're Jason because his mother's voice echoes from left to right telling me that's my special boy. I didn't like that very much. If I'm honest. And now I'm getting his mother's corpse, I think, or somebody's corpse.
I've got his mother's corpse as well, so that's quite interesting. What's an interesting game.
All right.
Murdered. So, do you want to change? You want to change positions, or you want to try again?
Yeah, let's see if we can. It's returning us to lobby, so I can assign you as the killer instead. I was pure luck, actually, that I morphed to where you were because you have the option to morph around the right. If I unassign,
well, your icon appeared close to me, and that's why I screamed.
You're now the killer,
and then I think my character basically gave her position away at that point. But
yeah, I got. Well, you'll see. I got concentric circles, which told me which direction you were running in, which was good. Fucking
When
hell.
holding a weapon, enter combat stance to focus on a single enemy. Now, I couldn't find any weapons. I was trying to... I sort of was trying to pick things up and see if there was weapons and
Well,
stuff.
as Jason, you don't need to worry because you start off with some.
Well, that's good.
I mean, I came out of the water with those shears. It's raining this time. I didn't think to turn that off.
The introduction says in the 1980s. This is 1979. So this is this a prequel or?
I don't know. Oh, we got an axe this time.
Oh,
nice chopper.
I've got a different. That's what she said. Anyway.
Make them remember what they did to us, Jason.
Jesus.
Kill them.
Oh my lord.
So you can search drawers for stuff.
Oh my. You've started in a different place than me then, because I didn't have drawers. I was outside, so.
I was outside, but I made my way inside.
Okay. How did you work out what to do? Ah. Okay, that's the morph.
So I only have to survive for 5 minutes. Right. Turns out I don't like hiding. That freaks me out more than running around. So I'm going to run around. Doesn't help that I'm getting the in my ears. Weapons. Hiding under a bed also feels like camping, and I do detest camping, even though we are on Camp Crystal Lake. Got a torch. I picked up a mobile phone, but I don't think that's going to do me any good unless I throw it at you.
1979, a mobile phone.
Oh, a walkie-talkie. It's probably a walkie-talkie then. What am I going to do? There's no other counts. Oh, shit! Are you on me? Because I got hurt. I got hit by something.
Oh,
And the music, the proximity music, I'm assuming. I'm really on the edge of my seat. I don't like this at all.
Well, no, because I just put an axe through a bed, but didn't get anything else, and I've just put an axe through a wardrobe. But, oh, hang on. Yeah, it's telling me where you are, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah,
Ah, shit! You literally came out of nowhere, and I properly scared myself.
The only problem is now I don't know how to use my weapon.
Oh, that's good. I won't.
Oh,
Oh, special
like
kill!
that.
Break free! Break free!
Like that. That's how we do it.
Oh! Ah!
This is
Oh no!
this is quite gory.
Die, Jason.
Well, I've earned 2 trophies just from dying, so I'm quite pleased. God damn it!
This is, I mean, to be honest, this is the kind of game that we've sort of wanted for a while, where it's just, one-on-one, but, probably with guns and not quite the creepy vibe.
Yeah.
I have to say, the actual, menu system is a little bit convoluted, but took me more time to master the menu than to kill you.
Did you morph? Did you move around the map without running? Or?
I morphed once, and then when you said you were under the bed, I have to say, I went to a bed and put an axe through it.
I hid under there for a couple of seconds, and then the whisper thing went in my headphones, and I thought, no thank you, and I thought I'm much happier moving.
I think I was in a different cabin though, so I think there's multiple cabins. What do you want to do? Do you want to change roles again, or have another go? What do you want to do?
Should we switch? Should we do one more switch, and then we'll call that our first impressions?
One more each, and then we'll jump into some kind of story or something.
We'll see what else there is. Yeah, we'll just give this a good multiplayer go. So again, good luck to you. Let's see what
I would say.
happens.
That the Jason is a little bit overpowered.
Very much. I mean,
quite...
if there are more weapons around for the counsellors, maybe it does get easier, but
it is quite nice to, it's a nice rare game where push X to Jason isn't a horrible meme.
Right, I tell you what we'll do this time. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm going to sit and I'm going to let you, because there are some comments on the bottom that say when councillors go into combat mode. So I would like you to have a go and find what combat mode is, because it feels more fair if you've got a combat mode, you should be allowed to use it and know what it is. So let's move around some buttons and see what each of these people do.
Oh, Pinehurst 9. So the first time it was
Camp Crystal Lake.
It was 1979. Now it's 1989. So the year seems to change.
Oh, they must all be better from different Friday the 13th movies. That's quite good then.
Yeah, it's very gory, isn't it? It is actually quite gory.
To be expected, I guess.
So what am I? Am I the?
So see if you've because R1 I've got a menu mode, right? So you must have some kind of combat mode as well.
I've got the ability to search for things. Oh no, apparently I can just hide. Okay, that's not so good. I'm looking for a weapon. Come on, I need a weapon. What's in here? Oh, hello. Can I get in here? Can I get in a drawer?
I'm just going to hang out and I'm going to let you prepare yourself, because he is overpowered. It's I guess generally 1 against a dozen. This is probably a little bit more fun as well, because if you've got a load of people all fighting him, he's going to get beaten.
It's quite good. One-on-one's quite good. I mean, the actual. I found. Oh yeah, there are weapons.
Good, because I couldn't find any on the last map.
There are weapons. There are weapons, but I don't know. Yeah, the ability to hide. It seems to be literally a hiding. I think it's more of a hiding game than.
Well, you've just got to survive for 5 minutes. It told me on the last one.
Oh, I found an axe.
All right, game on then. Game on now. I am now.
Yeah, game on. All right, yeah, there we go. I have a weapon. I think
just make sure that you can use it.
Oh yeah, I can use it. Yeah.
Okay, let's go here then.
Actually, can I destroy this lamp? Because this lamp is ugly. No. Can I destroy this wall? This wall looks very destroyable. A lot of this terrain looks very destroyable.
Sorry, I've gone very quiet because I've just used Jason's senses. Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
Oh, and it refills slowly. So, do you have I didn't even look because I was too busy shitting my pants. But do you have like an R1 menu of different things that you can do with?
No.
Oh, right, Jason is overpowered.
I basically have the ability to get out. I have the ability to go into hiding or come out of hiding. I have the ability to wield a weapon I'm holding, and when I'm in hiding, I can hold my breath.
Right.
Which obviously, if you're in some kind of hunting mode, then.
Well, I just tried an ability called Shift, and I thought it was drawing me to you, but what it did was just drag me through the map and dump me in the water. So I don't really know what that does properly yet.
Interestingly, though, when you said that, the background music changed. So, something happened there. So maybe that was interesting.
I passed you. Maybe you were nearby, and I went past you. Because that proximity music is proper shit your pants territory. I think. Maybe it's just because we've got headphones in. Maybe because it's at night that we're playing it. Maybe it's just because I'm a big wussy girly boy. But all those things together are making me a little bit unnerved.
I've also got a stamina meter. That's why I slowed down.
Yeah, yes. You can't run forever.
No. Well, yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Can't run forever. I can lock doors!
Well, I've only got garden shears this time, so that's probably not a good key. Not as good a key as an axe. I'm quite pleased that you've got an axe, because that feels like you've got more of a chance of killing Jason like that.
If I've worked out how to lock doors.
Okay, windows are free though.
Oh crap. Are they?
I don't know how you get through it, but still. Oh, that's just a terror tactic. You can't get through a window. Let me see if I can. Okay. So suppose it makes sense. Jason is a tank, essentially. He's oh, this door is locked. Well, I wonder where he is.
Oh my god.
I've put on stalk mode because I don't know what it does.
I'll tell you what it does. It causes a VHS video effect to happen on my screen.
Very nice. Yeah, someone's terrified behind this door. But hopefully they've got an axe and they're going to put one in me. Oh, well, maybe you're not here anymore. You're running for it. Smash it all. Smash it down. Here's Jason. Ooh. See, this feels better. Rise. Oh, yes! See, I'm happy about that. Because now it feels...
Oh! You're getting back up again, though.
More...
Yeah,
She tripped and fell on her own shears.
My god.
Yeah, I wasn't really ready for that.
They deserve to die.
One more go. Change positions
Let's
again.
switch
This time
again.
you see if you can find a weapon. Yeah, and then we'll drop out, and perhaps at that point we will continue to play off video and see what we can work out. Yeah, but so far I'm loving it.
I've leveled up.
It's
Skewered.
It's moderately terrifying is the word I would use. I thought you were dead, and then you got back up again.
Yeah,
so,
I had the option. It said X, rise. I'm like, wow, it seems rude not to. So
it's a shame
that's your chance to run away.
Well, I was kind of hoping you were going to come in through a window because I set a trap up.
Oh, okay.
I put a bear trap down by the window.
A bear trap. Oh, okay.
Or whatever, I don't know. You know, one of those big sort of clamshell things. That,
so we've got Jarvis House, Packanack Small, Crystal Lake. We've done Higgins Haven. You got any choices you'd like to do?
No, I mean anything's fine.
Let's do Jarvis House because that looks sufficiently pant wetting.
And again, what we'll do is we'll let you try and find a weapon in a house. Literally go through drawers and pick up things, and you'll find weapons and stuff.
I felt that it felt a bit more even, although he is massively overpowered. I think if you had 3 or 4 people all ganging up on him, you'd have a chance.
I think you're supposed to hide. I think the attack on him is a last resort thing to attack him and run away.
It's not how we play, is it?
Supposed to do. No. Well, I was like, yeah, I dropped you, and then you got back up again. I'm like, no, and I tried to hit you again, and that was that. I got skewered.
That first round sums up our gameplay. Well, I'm just going to look you in the eyes and take it. Okay. That's how we play games. I'd rather go down fighting.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and take as many of them with me as I can.
These poor saps. It's always the same group. We're going to see the reaction from him again. Yeah, we got him again.
Oh, I don't seem to have a weapon this time. It looks like I've... oh, no, I do.
Garden shears again there. Jason must be able to change weapons.
More than likely, yeah.
Make them remember what they did to us, Jason. Kill them.
I keep holding. I think because I've been playing things like Mafia, I'm holding X instead of just tapping them.
Yeah. Well, you can hold as well. I have found some throwing knives, it looks like. I'm not sure what they are. They're knives.
Yeah, you have them on your L1, I think, throwing knives. I think you can just throw knives anyway.
I've just... I've just found them stuck in the walls, so...
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 8, so I've got... I had 6, I've got 8 now, so I'm just gonna wait for you to sort of familiarise yourself. But
yeah,
there was one thing I did that caused like a video effect to happen, and I'm gonna sort of mess about with things.
I think that might have been my stalk mode as Jason. There is a when your R1 menu starts slowly building up, and stalk is R1 and triangle, but it might not be active straight away. It's active after a certain amount of time. And as I pressed that was when you said, "Oh, a VHS effect has happened." So I wonder if it's because you're being stalked. It's it gives you that different perspective as the victim, you know. It's a visual
Yeah.
clue, so you know that you're in deep shit, basically.
Or that, you know... Well, I mean, at the time, I wasn't, because you were still miles away, so...
I suppose.
Interesting.
When I was just outside, I was outside that building, smashing the door down.
Oh. I have the ability to put traps down as well, I think.
So you found a trap. How did you activate traps, out of interest?
I walked up to it, pushed X, because that was the interaction menu, and it opened the trap up. I didn't work out how to pick the trap up. The trap was already by the window, so, you know.
Okay.
I mean, you know, that's where I store my bear traps. I don't know about you.
Well, I don't keep them for long.
Well, you know. Oh. Shift is available.
I have a mini-map, and I'm worried I might be running towards you.
Well, I'm just trying shift now. Oh, that was quite good fun. Shift you can control. You can, like, it's like,
Yeah, shift I just went like racing through the undergrowth.
Well, I got stuck on the outskirts of the map, so I think I'm stuck there. Interesting. His mother stopped moaning at me, which is quite nice.
I don't like the mother's voice. It's quite frightening.
His cave, where he is on this map, he is. There's no way out as far as I can see.
I assume if I went around and locked all the doors in all the cabins, that would make things a bit harder because he can detect locked doors.
Yeah.
So that's probably not a bad tactic either.
Yeah.
That looks like a better weapon. I think I'll have that. As fun as it would have been to have whacked you with a frying pan, I think I'll upgrade.
Oh yeah, frying pan. I don't think a frying pan will kill me. I'm just trying out all of the. I'm just trying out all of the things at the moment. It's quite nice. It's actually quite peaceful. You find lots of throwing knives all over the place. It's like someone's been doing a throwing knife competition.
Oh, that was stupid.
8 seems to be the. No, you can have more.
I set firecrackers. I thought it would be like a trap, but all it's doing is telling you where I am. I don't know if you're hearing them.
No, not yet. I'm about to go into sense mode and see if I can hear it. No.
I feel like if I hide, that is just a boring side of my video, then, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? It doesn't. I mean, we're just exploring the game. I mean, that's the thing. It's working out what it is. It's a very it's a very scary game, isn't it?
I mean, I thought it was just because I'm a wussy, you know, scaredy baby, but like, I am quite unnerved.
Okay, what does that mean? There's an icon on the map. What does that actually mean? Is that where I've just come from? Yeah, that's my home. Okay, so that was a silly thing. I've just gone all the way back to where I've walked from.
You are looking for me now, aren't you?
I am, yeah, but I've just unfortunately gone back to my cabin in the woods because I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm lots of throwing knives. Right, let's see.
I really don't like this music. I wish I had turned off all. Actually, I don't know if it would be worse without music. Now I think about it.
No,
I don't like hiding. I'm not someone who. I don't like it's more tense being hidden.
Yeah.
I'm also very jumpy in general.
Okay, well, you're not in this cabin because the door's unlocked.
I mean, maybe I assumed because it said at the beginning something about 5 minutes survival, so I don't know if it is.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
I haven't got a timer. I suppose you wouldn't in real life, though. So.
No. What a lovely cottage. Right, so you're not here. Probably you're not here. My senses are not identifying you as being here. So let's morph somewhere else. So we've checked that out. Let's go over to this cabin over here and see if you're over there. Okay. I think you are supposed to hide.
A bit unfair when I was tracking you down that I could hear your character's terrified breathing, and like, that's a little bit unfair because I wouldn't have known you were in there.
Well, I think it's because you've spirit. You're not in this cabin because you've missed the axe. There's an axe in this cabin. So
balls.
there's a lovely axe hidden here, and the doors are open, so that's quite nice.
Do you have the option of picking that axe up, though?
I've already got what I need. So
oh dear, I've already got what I need. Well, that's fun. Oh, you can turn my torch on and off in the woods.
Lovely, here's Johnny moment. Oh, so you're not actually in here then. Oh, hello. No, not under that bed. I thought I could hear breathing. Let's check this bed.
Are you just axing beds?
I'm dealing with beds.
I'm dealing with beds. Oh, I have a problem. I am dealing with it.
Okay. Interesting, because I heard breaths, so I'm not sure.
See, that's what gave your guy away last time.
Yeah, but it's not giving you away, which is interesting.
Maybe you'd been running more, or
maybe it's the dealing with the beds is causing me problems. I mean, you'll see on my video what I'm actually doing. I'm just systematically taking care of the beds one by one, just to make sure you.
The thing is,
them. But I mean,
I was also when I was stalking you, I was hacking down a doorway that your guy was behind. So naturally, that would panic somebody a little bit, I think.
Mm-hmm. Right, so you're not here then. That's good, unless you're under this sofa bed. Let's just take care of that. We might as well just make sure. What a horrible lamp. That's the same lamp that I tried to kill with an axe earlier.
Lamp. They really run. They started scraping the barrel for ideas when he started killing lamps in these films.
Yeah, I don't know where you are.
Have you killed all the beds in the whole camp?
Not in the whole camp. No, I've only done one. Oh, what a
those pesky beds.
What a ridiculously bright house that is.
So are you morphing all over the map, or are you switching?
No, I'm in the vicinity of a place which is there's a door that's been left open here, so somebody's been in this house.
I've been in all the houses.
No, because you can't morph everywhere. That's the difference.
It was a good attempt at a bluff, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't forget. I've been you twice.
Now, if there isn't a timer, then we might need to find a way to end this.
But it'd be nice. But no. Well, that's fine. You just meet in the middle somewhere. But it's the thing is, I want you to win. A small part of me wants you to win. I don't want you to win.
Oh, a big part of me wants to win. I would like to see if it's possible to win as the counsellor.
Yeah.
Without all, because by the look of it, if there's a rise option, it might be infinite rises. So if the counsellors have to, like, you can imagine that is just a get him down and leg it move.
Yeah, and go and hide somewhere else again.
Yeah, because he is unkillable. He is a supernatural being, and that's just it. You're never going to get away from him. There's a lot of films to prove that.
You see, the thing is, you told me you were locked a cabin, right? And I found one cabin with locked doors, and every other cabin I found hasn't had locked doors.
Well, maybe I locked it from the outside, and it was a whim.
Well, the thing is, I got the impression you could only lock doors from the inside, but I wasn't sure. I hadn't tried, because there's like a little bar that goes down to lock the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying lots of different things.
Yeah, then you told me about your torch in the woods, and that makes me think that you're not in a cabin anymore, but, you know...
Maybe I was under a bed when I was telling you about the torch.
Well... That'd be strange, because I killed most of the beds. I'm pretty sure I got them all.
Maybe I was under a different bed in a different hut, and just pleased that you weren't stabbing me under that one.
Uh-huh. Oh dear. But, oh, that's nice. Let's go upstairs and see if you're up here.
Our casual chat is so... like the opposite of what this game wants. Let's just go upstairs and see if you're up there.
What a horrible bed.
That bridge is it's not much fun to cross, is it?
I don't know. I haven't found a bridge yet.
Okay then.
What I like is my my hockey mask. I like the straps that it's got. It makes it like it looks like the sort of straps. Looks like the kind of straps you'd have on a head torch.
Yeah. Oh, it's secure.
Right. Yeah. So let's default to the map and see if we can work out what bridge you just crossed. Let's go there.
Part of me is thinking that maybe we were supposed to set a time in the lobby, and I just didn't notice that.
I found tents.
Right. See, I'm torn now, because if I change my tactic and then it turns out I could have won, I'll be really gutted.
Yeah, maybe you're supposed to set a time. You're not near tents, are you?
Not what?
You're not near tents, are you? You're not camping in a fire. Will I burn if I walk on the fire? No. Okay. Okay.
I don't want to tell you anything.
No, I get it. You're probably giving me too much. Bridge. Let's look at the map. Well, did you go that far? Would you be over here by Fire Branch Camp? That's the question. Let's go have a looky over here, because there's a bridge over here. Oh, there's a box which probably has a weapon in it, and a cabin with an open door.
If I told you, right, I don't know, because I'm thinking the amount of time we've been recording for this first part has probably gone a little bit long. If I told you that just because I want to end it now, if I told you I watched you kill those beds, and when I said I was putting my torch on, I was watching you. Would that give you any help?
No, because I can't remember where that was. It was bird something.
I will very much look forward to seeing this edited together with you killing beds and me watching and talking about other things.
Okay, this isn't the cabin. The cabin I was in was called Bird something. Okay. But you're not in the cabin anymore, right?
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
If I said there is I was hanging out in the cabin when you were killing the beds.
In that case, you were in the wardrobe.
Now, the question you have to ask yourself is: am I stupid enough to stay there for the shits and giggles?
The question you got to ask yourself is: can I find you again? That's the question. The thing is, you can only lock yourself in, and I'm pretty sure that is the case. Bird cabin. Hello. Let's go and. kill some wardrobes, shall we? You've left. There's no way you're still here. Okay, I never even thought about wardrobe.
Surprise! I was in the wardrobe. Run! It's a run tactic, that's all it is. It's to get him down and run. But yes, I was in the wardrobe, and as I say, the video of those two things together is going to be very much fun to watch.
Now, I don't know where you went.
Oh,
so,
see, hack 'em and run is a good tactic.
Yeah. And I think, looking at the time we're at now, I'm going to say you've won this round. And
shall I come out and face you?
Yeah, I think that's where we will end this, and we will come back shortly.
I'll come back to that cabin, and I'll come and meet you.
We will, yeah. Quite interesting. The thing is, I'd forgotten that the wardrobes were killable.
Are you still in this? Because yeah, the proximity music's getting bigger, so you must still be in here.
No, I'm coming back to you now.
All right, okay. Hello. Go on then, finish it off. Just for the gore, grab me with L2 and finish me off. That's L1.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out this.
2 minutes remain. I could have won. If I'd have just stayed.
Well, you have won.
Oh well. All right, grab me then. L2. That's R2.
L2. Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right then.
I didn't have the option, so.
Oh well, that's a shame. Well, okay, so that's interesting.
That's Friday the 13th, the game, and I think our first impressions so far are quite good.
I'm having fun.
We'll give it some play, and we'll come back to you shortly.
So, after a week of playing Friday the 13th, let's find out what we made of the game. We're going to do that while we play another round, because it is quite good fun, so there's a bit of a spoiler for what we think. But to decide for this final round of our recorded game, we're going to roll dice to see who gets to be Jason. So, are we saying highest dice is Jason?
Yep, highest number on the dice is Jason.
All right, you roll your dice first then.
I thought we were going to roll together, are we not?
Well, no, if you roll yours, and then I'll roll mine.
All right.
What'd you get?
No, you roll yours.
All right. 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, about 800.
I was going to say, mine's 18. Mine's 18, because I rolled a D20.
I rolled about 150 dice. Okay.
Right. Well, the thing is, one. Well, I mean, here's the question, right? I dropped a D20 on the ground, and I got 18.
Okay.
Are we using a D6?
I only have D6s in front of me, actually. So.
Oh right. Okay. Let me just drop some dice as well, and work it out. All right. So let me just remove all the dice. I've got one, yeah. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, dropping a dice. Yeah.
Oh, I genuinely got a 6.
I genuinely got a 6 as well.
Let's go again. This is good. Ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
5.
I got a 1.
All right. Okay. Looks like I'm Jason then. Good job. We trust each other, but I don't think we'd have both claimed a 6. So
no, genuinely threw a 6. What I thought was funny there is that I thought I'll throw a D20 to start with, and of course you threw your 20,000 dice that you own, because we were both a couple of nerds with thousands of dice.
Love dice. I don't know. There's a weird sort of fetish thing to dice. I think not in a sexy way, just in a I like owning things way.
I don't know. A good dice is quite an attractive thing. Lots of angles, lots of edges, lots of nice bits.
Not judging anybody else's dice fetish. So I'm readying up. I've chosen. Yep. I've assigned myself as Jason. And let's talk about the game. So, playability, replayability. I mean, we're replaying it now. Are you looking forward to replaying it now, or are you dreading it?
No, I'm looking forward to playing it. I don't know how playable this game will be going forward. If that makes sense. It's a playable game, and it's certainly a game, like you said, that we are replaying now. But what the longevity of that is, I don't know. Purely because you've got a limited number of maps. From what I understand, there aren't going to be any new maps coming out. I read a little article about DLC and extra content. So that does limit it somewhat. I don't really like the idea of playing against people I don't necessarily know. You and me, I don't know. I don't think 2 people are necessarily enough. So I think you'd have to get a group of, an extra group of people in to play. That said, that's doable.
It's possible,
maybe not,
definitely.
Maybe not replayable on a weekly basis, but perhaps periodically. That, and it is a little bit dark for some people. I mean, you and I, we have a sort of a slightly dark sense of humor anyway, so maybe yes. For us it's fine, but I don't know, it's yes, there is replayability, but I don't know how long that replayability will be for. What about you? What's your idea of replayability?
I enjoyed it. I am enjoying it. It's quite nice to have a rematch again now. But like you say, I think it's limited. It might be one of those things that every now and again we might just go, shall we have a run around, hunt and kill it? But I think you sort of have to play 2 rounds to get the full fun out of it, because there's, if you're only ever playing the counsellor, that's no fun. If you're only ever playing Jason, that's no fun. But I can see us occasionally dipping in and out of this. It's not a continuous go-to game, I would say, but it's good fun. And if you're a fan of the franchise, I would suggest it probably ticks a lot of boxes for you.
Or if you're a fan of like hide and seek style games, or Fox and the Hound style games, where you have one overpowered player and one player who doesn't really have any real abilities. Maybe that's actually quite good. That's something that we have talked about before when we've been playing things like Call of Duty, where we'll knives only or something like that, or maybe that's why it appeals. But I can see it's something that I could play periodically, but I don't think it's something that I would play religiously. What about with you the games that are sort of similar to it? What do you think?
It's a good question, because I don't think, off the top of my head at least, and you might come up with some better options that I just go, oh, of course, but I think there are a couple of modes in GTA that have a similar concept, but this is its own animal. I can't think of a sort of hunt and destroy game that I've played. I don't know. Can you compare it to anything?
No, I mean, the nearest thing is sort of like submarine warfare. Those kind of games where you are a submarine commander and you're trying to kill ships without being detected. I mean, it's sort of like that, really. You're trying. I mean, right now I'm trying not to be detected by you, and you're trying to detect me. But I can't think of any named games that it matches. I can think of game modes that it matches. I mean, there is apparently a game mode in one of the Call of Duties where you pretend to be furniture, which I haven't played. I haven't played yet, because initially I just went, why would anyone want to do that? But now that idea has intrigued me that maybe that would be something where you have to sort of clear a room looking for furniture that is actually the character. So that's a similar mode, but I can't think of any games other than sort of old style. And when I say like submarine type warfare, hunter-killer submarine warfare, I'm actually thinking of, really old sort of, PC style games and Commodore Amiga type games and things like that. I'm not thinking of anything modern. So yeah, I agree. This is a little bit of a beast onto its own, really. So
yeah, so far, I mean, there may be other things, but maybe nothing else I've played. It's not a genre that I've really considered before. We have been reasonably limited, I think, in our scope as PlayStation owners, mostly first-person shooters and a bit of GTA, you know, a couple of races and things, but that's the whole point of this endeavour.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. What about hidden catches? Can you think of any hidden catches?
I haven't seen any. I don't. There's obviously no sort of pay-to-play aspect or anything like that. It's not. There's nothing else to earn. Like I think you were saying, there's no more maps or anything due to come out. Or obviously, if there is any DLC, it must all be included in this. Nothing is shouting at me to buy more content, or we haven't had to download anything horrible. It's actually been a really quick download, and it was playable. It would have been technically playable the same night if we had decided to download it and play it the same night. We could have done, from my perspective at least. I guess you've got a very similar connection as well. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely very tight, very quick, very easy, easy to meet, you know, to actually match up and actually, you know, play together. It was simple. I mean, you know, we didn't take us, you know, 50 minutes of playing a campaign to actually do it. So that kind of made things nice. So there was no catch like that. Though I did read an article that did actually say that there's some kind of rights violation or some kind of rights problem, which is why this game won't get any DLC, which is possibly why this game has been dumped is the wrong word, but given given free to the PlayStation Network.
Been given a timely free release for Halloween.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that's probably the positive spin. I have a suspicion that I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, it was only one article I read, and you can never quite tell from the internet about things like that. So replayability is up, fun factor. I mean, are you having fun right now hunting me? Because I'm terrified.
I sort of am. It's a very different game. It's got two different levels of fun, because hiding in that wardrobe in our previous recorded session was actually genuinely quite scary, which is why I was deflecting and talking about like being somewhere else and trying to put you off, because as fun as it was hoping you weren't going to find me, I was dreading being found. Whereas as Jason, I'm having quite a leisurely stroll and just enjoying having a chat. So there's two very different levels of fun here, and they're equally valid, I think. I don't know how you found it.
Well, being the hunter has its certain sort of malice. I mean, I quite enjoyed destroying all those beds. I kicked myself when I watched the actual edit back. I kicked myself that the only thing I probably didn't check there was actually the wardrobe that you were hiding in, and I missed a bed.
Well, luckily there was still one to hide under. Yeah, so it's not, you know, you're not completely overpowered as long as you know to check everything. What's that? It's a knife in the wall. Yeah, it's fun. It's two different levels, but it's no less fun. They're equally interesting. It's fun to be the rabbit, and it's fun to be the fox. But not necessarily the kind of fun I'm normally used to. So it is a very different experience for me. It's very different kind of.
Certainly a game which I think it allows you to have a more of a... Well, if you're playing it like we are, like in a leisurely way, it allows you to actually have that sort of poker-style conversation about, you know, I'm in the woods with me torch. That's a nice bridge, when you haven't got a clue where the bridge is.
Hoping there's a bridge somewhere.
I do think that perhaps for two people, the maps are a little bit too big, but then it seems to be about 10 minutes to find the person. Like you said,
there are
Jason,
smaller versions of the maps. You can have the larger or the smaller, but I think you're right. It's a bit. If there were loads of counsellors running around, I'd have probably met one by now. Yeah,
or you know, I mean that was the one thing I found as Jason, is it was a lot of walking to find things, and then you can morph. And I guess, you know, eventually you learn the person you are playing against, which might be a slight downside, and you kind of work out how to actually sort of anticipate what they're currently doing. I mean, like, you probably know exactly what I'm currently doing right now. I mean, you.
Well, I'm hoping you're in a wardrobe somewhere, because I'm really taking apart every wardrobe I find. But I'm guessing you're not in this house. So we've said what it's. Well, we haven't really said what it's like, because we haven't really found anything it's like. What would you have to not be a fan of to really hate this? I mean, who's not going to want this game?
I think anybody who's probably sort of under the age of probably 12 or 13 definitely shouldn't be anywhere near it, because it's terrifying.
Age restrictions, obviously. If you, I mean, I wouldn't say myself, because I'm not a horror fan. I'm very nervous. I've never liked things like Resident Evil, because I just don't really deal with stress very well, and that's fine. And I think it is quite a stressful game, but only if you're...
But then a lot of games are. I mean, it depends on how serious you take them. I think it's the drama. Like right now, I mean, I'm enjoying the music. Every now and then I get this really, really terrifying spike in the music, and my brain says, oh my God, is that Jason near me or not? So I think if you are of a nervous disposition, this game is not for you. But
then, even playing as Jason, I don't like the either.
Well, plug some headphones into the controller and then take them out of your ears.
I guess so. That's a good point.
It kind of ruins the involvement, the actual. I can't remember what the word I'm looking for is, but that immersion.
A locked door.
Oh.
Now, have you done the tactic that I mentioned last time of just locking a few doors? That's the other question. So while I hack this down, let's have a look. I mean, what else have we not covered? I mean, generally, just to move on with the conversation, is it worth the hard drive space and the time that you spent to download it?
I think it probably is. Like you said, it was a very short game. It downloaded really quickly, and it's not going to take up a lot of space. I think unless there's some kind of like Destiny download where it needs all of my local hard drive space and the USB
a locked door
drive plugged in, then perhaps then I would worry a little bit about it. But
damn it. Very nice tactic. Sorry. Carry on. I was a bit distracted because I found a locked wardrobe. I was a bit distracted that you might have been in there for a second.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's small enough that I think that, like I said, unless a big download comes along, it's not going to get erased from my system. Like I say, it's a game I might want to pick up and play down the road, just for fun. Like, you've got 20 minutes, one round of each, slightly more relaxing sort of game. So maybe that's what I could do. I'm just going to run away.
You actually scared me there. By just appearing, you scared me. Knowing what we know about it, would you have paid for it?
I don't think I would have done without knowing what I've known now, but now I know what I know, then yes, I think I would have done. I mean, it was retailing, for about 40 something euros, and so yeah, I think I probably would have paid for this one. And I'm quite happy to play. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten that.
I found out how to use that. It's a shame I couldn't stop myself quicker, but never mind.
Are you throwing knives at me?
No, but I can do. Thanks for the reminder.
Oh. Why won't I learn to shut up?
They do have to reload. Yeah, I don't think I would have paid for it, but that's because it's just not my kind of game necessarily. But
and on that death,
I'm not disappointed with it.
No, I'm not disappointed with it, Will. I mean, it's going to stay. I probably would have paid for it, and yeah. And on that sad death of mine, I will say, this is Mike Papa Foxtrot.
And this is 3T, and this month we were looking at Friday the 13th, the game, currently freeloadable from the PlayStation Network in October 2018.